Alright, so I'm going to be ranking my plushies based off of how well they can stand. I'll explain the criterias. Stands great, meaning I can just kind of sit it down and it just stands. Stands with help. I just realized I put a D instead of a P. I am a fucking idiot. Stands with help. That's a P, not a D. Stands with help, meaning that it's like using its tail or something. It's being propped up by something on the plushie. Stands with effort means I have to actually get it to try and stand. Like I have to put an effort. Standing doesn't happen. I did not mess up there. You cannot prove it. I will deny it. Standing doesn't happen it's just the Pokemon itself is not built for standing, which is reflected in the plushie. And then can't stand, meaning that no matter how hard you try, it's just going to fall over. Anyway, on to the first one. So we got Ampharos here. I'm leaned back a bit, because I'm going to have to be. So, looks pretty well built, but he's got those dainty little feet. You think he wouldn't be able to stand, but he leans on the tail. Meaning, looking at him face on, you kind of think, oh yeah, that thing's standing. So, it would firmly go in standing with help. We got Sprigatito here. Take a look at the build of this thing. It's got a small body and a big head. You guys can already see the outcome there. Let's try to get it to stand, and can't stand. I'm knocking these two out at once. Latios and Latios don't stand, just at all. So they're immediately going into standing. Doesn't happen. This is a big boy right here. Koraidon, Apex form. I believe even if you lift up the tail... Oh, no, he leaned forward. Yeah, okay, so... Yeah, this is a... Yeah, he's a big boy, but he could give the illusion of standing with the tail. So that's... standing with help. Here we have my daughter here, Ogerpon. She is very top-heavy in terms of plush design. And, well, the feet are rounded, so let's just get this over with. This one's a weird case. It's technically not even in a standing position. It's in a sitting position. So, but the thing is, it even doesn't sit very well because it's rounded at the bottom. So I'm not sure if I should put standing doesn't happen or can't stand. I'd say since it can't even sit, I'll put can't. Alright, now I'm getting him out of the way as well. Look at those dainty legs. Look at the big-ass crown on his head. This is... Now, granted, though, Calyrex doesn't even stand at all. He sits, but he doesn't stand. So, yeah, it makes sense, standing doesn't happen. Alright, so now we got Kubfu here. Kubfu, I actually kind of like the build of this one. It's like, you can hold it and it's like really soft. Let's take a look at how well it stands. Cannot. Now, I'm not holding Hisuian Typhlosion here because I actually, this one's actually in stands with effort. It took me a minute to get it to stand, because I know this one can stand, because I've had it stand before. It's just a slight disturbance, Well, had to do 2 boops, but yeah, it stands with effort. This one's actually in a similar case to Hisuian Typhlosion, where you can get it to stand. It's just sometimes, you know, oh, let me sit it down. Okay, let me try again. Alright, let me put in some effort. Boom. It could stand, but you have to, like, put in effort into it. He doesn't even have legs. Hisuian Zorua. Fun fact, my first ever plushie I bought. Funny enough, this one actually stands very well. But this is actually a double feature. Because they released a shiny version with the Hisuian Snow thing. But the difference here is, I, for the life of me, cannot get this one to stand. So, yeah. I have a few issues. This one, though, it didn't really require much effort. See? It's not even popped up on anything. So I think we have our first stands great, but then we also have our 5th can't stand. Somehow it's the same Pokemon though, which is really funny. Come on. I had to get to him eventually. So he does stand, but that is because of the copious amounts of fur that they have to put on, because it's Delphox. So, you know, it can give the illusion of standing. So it stands with help. Now we have the reason why I made this video. There's a reason why he's God. Fucking bonus feature time. Boom. Crow from another crab's treasure. Damn it. Crow, come on. Crow from another crab's treasure. Boom. Stands with effort. Bonus feature. My cat Batman. I'll put him here. And Nimoy as well. Because he's right there.